And good morning. I guess it's still officially morning. I'd like to welcome you out to the campus of Davenport High School. I guess officially in San Antonio, just a stone's throw from Garden Ridge, Texas, where this morning it's the Fredericksburg Battlin Billies softball team in town to take on the Davenport Wolves. Good morning. My name is Roland J. Reese. So glad to be along for this morning's contest. Fredericksburg coming into this one at a 14-5 record. More on them as we get into their batting order in just a moment. As you see, warming up on the mound, pitcher Jordan Stussy for the Davenport Wolves. Jordan, a sophomore. Good stuff working on the ball, and Fredericksburg will come to bat this way this afternoon or this morning, leading off and playing shortstop Olivia Finley. There's Jordan Stussy as we see the sophomore. 4-8 record thus far on the year, 44 strikeouts. She's only given up 31 bases on balls with just over 39 innings pitched. Olivia Finley, the shortstop, will lead off for Fredericksburg. Ashley Dressen will bat second. She'll be catching. Emma Robledo at second base, bats third for Fredericksburg. Ashlyn Weinheimer, the third base, will be batting fourth. Ella Weinheimer at first base will be batting fifth. Carly Reyes, the right fielder, bats sixth as Finley steps in to get the ball game started. This pitch taken outside for a ball. Amari St. Pierre, the center fielder, bats seventh in the Fredericksburg lineup. Avery Holland will be on the mound for the Battlin Billies this morning. She'll be batting eighth. Rounding out the batting order for Fredericksburg, Cameron Robinson. It's a 1-0 count to the batter Finley. This one swung on, fouled off down the third base side for a strike. And the count evens at 1-1. As we were mentioning, Fredericksburg 14-5 thus far on the season. They got their campaign started all the way back as we check our records on January 30th with a 5-0 win against Bernie Champion. Here's the pitch, grounder, handled by the second base, Pellick, on to Mellon for the first out. So the shortstop Finley grounds out 4-3 if you're scoring at home, and that'll bring up the catcher, Ashley Dressen. Dressen, right-handed batter, steps in. First pitch just inside for a ball. The count 0-1. Here's a pop-up by Dressen. This to the shortstop, Peyton Altmeyer, for the second out. So there are two down here in the bottom of the first inning. That'll bring to the plate second base, Emma Robledo. Robledo, left-handed batter. Steps in. Stussy's offering just outside for a ball. The count 1-0. Stussy sets. Here's the pitch. This one over for a strike. So 12 straight wins for Fredericksburg to start the season between January 30th and February 27th when they defeated Austin Bowie. This one fouled away, or Austin Bowie, that is. First loss would come actually earlier this month against the Divine Arabians, 3-1. That game played in Divine. So 1-2 the count to the Fredericksburg second base. Left-handed batter steps in. Here's Stussy's offering. This one outside for a ball, and the count now runs to 2-2. Blade on the stance, swings and misses for a strikeout, and that should retire the side. So for Fredericksburg in the top of the first inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. After a half inning, our score, Fredericksburg nothing, and Davenport coming to bat.
What's your Wi-Fi score? With the GVTC Wi-Fi Score Quiz, you can determine the Wi-Fi speed to suit your needs. Maybe you're a typic user who only has a few connected devices around the house. Take our quick Wi-Fi score quiz today at gvtc.com/Wi-Fi score and make sure your connection is up to speed.
Back with you now at Davenport High School. As the Wolves get set to come to bat, they'll be facing pitcher Avery Holland. Holland, coincidentally, last saw action this past Friday, March 12th. She threw a no-hitter to defeat Floresville as the Battlin Billies won that one 9-0. Davenport will come up to bat this way this morning. Left fielder Becca Zarzabal will lead off. She'll be in left field. Alana Castro, the catcher, bats second. Jordan Stussy, the pitcher, will be batting third for Davenport. Peyton Altmeyer, the shortstop, hits cleanup. Graceland Phelps at third base, bats fifth. Kenna Prince, the right fielder, hitting sixth. Second base, Morgan Pellick. And Zarzabal takes this one over for a strike. Pellick bats seventh. Kennedy Mellon at first base bats eighth, and the center fielder Caroline Sherwood rounds out the batting order for the Wolves today. 0-1 the count to Becca Zarzabal. Next pitch swung on and missed for a strike. Avery Holland out ahead of the hitter, 0-2. For Davenport, 4-9 on the season. As they come into play today, here's the next pitch. This one swung on and missed. And Zarzabal down on strikes. That'll next bring up catcher Alana Castro. Castro comes into play today with a .579 batting average. Leading the Wolves in batting average. This one grabs the outside corner for a strike. So 4 straight strikes thus far thrown by young lady I guess we refer to as the ace of the Battlin Billies staff, Avery Holland, as she misses just away with her next offering. The count now even at 1 apiece. 19 at bats, 11 hits on the season thus far for Alana Castro. This one, a check swing foul for a strike. The count is 1-2. 6 singles on the young season, a double, 4 triples, 6 runs batted in for Alana Castro. 1-2 the count. Here's Holland's next pitch. This one low and away for a ball. The count once again evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alana has walked 5 times thus far on the season. And the count runs full now on Wolves catcher Castro. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good crowd made their way down from Fredericksburg to catch this morning's contest. Next pitch, this one fly ball hit to the right fielder. It's bobbled and should be a base hit for Castro. So the Wolves have something going here in the bottom of the first inning with a runner on first, nobody out. That brings to the plate the pitcher, Jordan Stussy. Stussy, right-handed batter. Comes in today's play batting .458. Here's the pitch. This one across for a strike. Stussy, 11 hits on the season. 6 of them for singles, 5 doubles, 11 RBIs for the Davenport pitcher. Next pitch. This one across as well as Stussy looks at that one. And the count is 0-2 now on the Davenport pitcher. Atlanta Castro at first, nobody out, swing and a miss. And Stussy down on strike. So that's 2 strikeouts in the half inning for Avery Holland. 2 down in the inning, and that'll bring to the plate the shortstop, Peyton Altmeyer. Altmeyer, yet another high batting average for Davenport as she comes into play, batting .500. This one swung on, fly over the shortstop's head. Altmeyer will be on first with a single. Two on, 2 outs, and that'll bring to the plate third base, Gracelyn Phelps. As we look up and down the lineup for Davenport, quite a few players with over .400 batting average. We'll take a look at some of those here in just a bit. Gracelyn Phelps among them. Pitch to Phelps outside for a ball. She comes in batting .467 this afternoon. 7 hits, 6 of them for singles. She got a double as well. She's walked 4 times and struck out 5 times. The next Holland offering, this one fouled off down the first base side for a strike. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Atlanta Castro got the half inning started off with a single. Peyton Altmeyer followed with a single, just last at bat, so we have runners at first and second with 2 down. Holland sets, delivers. This one grounded to first base. The Weinheimer steps on the bag, and that'll retire the side. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors. 2 runners left on base after 1. Our score is Fredericksburg 0, Davenport 0. Back with more Davenport softball in a moment here on the Wolves Network.
What's your Wi-Fi score? With the GVTC Wi-Fi Score Quiz, you can determine the Wi-Fi speed to suit your needs. The techno-dexterous? Stay connected in every way. Take our quick Wi-Fi score quiz today at gvtc.com/Wi-Fi score and make sure your connection is up to speed.
We played a half inning of Wolves softball here as they take on the Fredericksburg Battlin Billies this morning on into this afternoon. And we're scoreless. Sophomore Jordan Stussy takes the mound for her, or takes the circle, I guess we should say, more appropriately, for her second half inning of work. She'll be facing the 4, 5, and 6 batters for Fredericksburg this half inning in third base Ashlyn Weinheimer, first base Ella Weinheimer, and Carly Reyes, the right fielder. Take a moment, we'll set that Davenport defense for you from the outfield, in the outfield from left to right. Becca Zarzabal, Caroline Sherwood in center, and Kenna Prince in right. Across the infield from third to first, Gracelyn Phelps, Peyton Altmeyer, Morgan Pellick, Kennedy Mellon, first base. The catcher, Alana Castro. As we mentioned, sophomore Jordan Stussy on the mound for the Wolves today. Now stepping in, third base, Ashlyn Weinheimer. She takes the first Stussy offering. This one just grabs the inside corner for a strike. And Stussy out in front of the batter, 0-1. Weinheimer steps in, takes the next offering. This one grounded to the shortstop. Altmeyer on to Mellon for the out. And there's one down. That'll bring to the plate first base, Ella Weinheimer. Need to put out to end the last half inning. The pitch, this one grounded to the shortstop, just past Altmeyer into left field for a base hit. So Ella Weinheimer on at first. One down. That brings up the right fielder, Carly Reyes. Reyes, right-handed batter. Here's the set and the pitch. This one popped up. Center fielder Sherwood back giving chase, making the catch, and there are two down. So Caroline Sherwood hauling that in for 2 outs now in the top half of the second inning. That brings to the plate Amari St. Pierre, the center fielder. Another right-handed batter to face right-handed pitcher Jordan Stussy. This one grabbing the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Stussy, nice movement on her pitches thus far in the contest. This one popped up. Giving chase is the shortstop. Altmeyer comes over to make the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. After 1.5, our scores, nothing. We'll be back with the bottom of the second in a moment. It's Davenport softball on the Wolves Network.
What's your Wi-Fi score? With the GVTC Wi-Fi Score Quiz, you can determine the Wi-Fi speed to suit your needs. The tech aces? Well, they're on another level. Take our quick Wi-Fi score quiz today at gvtc.com/Wi-Fi score and make sure your connection is up to speed.
Back with you on the campus of Davenport High School. It's Wolves softball today as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Right now, let's take a look at some of those RBI leaders for Davenport softball. Peyton Altmeyer leads away with 12. Jordan Stussy, today's starting pitcher, has 11. Alana Castro with 6. Gracelyn Phelps, 5. Morgan Pellick with 4. And Daylin Thornton has 3. So there's our RBI leaders, taking a look at them thus far at this point in the season. Coming to the plate this half inning for Davenport, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Kenna Prince, second base Morgan Pellick, and Kennedy Mellon, the first baseman, will be our third hitter in the half inning. This one swung on and missed by Kenna Prince for a strike. Count is 0-1. Kenna, a 267 batting average thus far on the season. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. And Holland now out ahead of Prince 0-2. Kenna with 4 hits, a pair of singles, and a pair of doubles thus far. This one outside. Swung on and missed for a strike. Ball gets away from the catcher. The throw down to first. Gets the runner. So there's one down here in the bottom of the second inning. That brings to the plate second base Morgan Pellick. Pellick, right-handed batter, takes the left-handed pitch right across for a strike from Avery Holland. Pellick batting .200. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Of course, we're looking at RBI leaders. Pellick herself has 4 for Davenport thus far. Has a pair of hits and a single and a triple. As she fouls this one off. To stay live at the plate, no balls and 2 strikes. Pellick's numbers, she's walked once thus far on the season. Struck out 5 times. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, fouled off down the third base side. So Pellick keeps her at bat alive at 0-2. She waits on the next pitch from Holland. And again, this one fouled off. Pellick continues to battle. Here's the next offering. This one swung on and missed. Walking away from the catcher, throw down to first, and there are 2 done in this half inning. First base Kennedy Mellon now comes up to bat. Pitch, this one over for a strike. Avery Holland herself has had good stuff working for Fredericksburg in the circle this afternoon. Here's the next pitch. That one just outside for a ball, and the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Mellon bats .250 coming into play today. Next pitch outside for a ball. Pair of hits, both of them singles. Walked twice, struck out 7 times this season. She fouls this one off for a strike. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We play in the bottom of the second inning, scoreless here at Davenport High School. Between Fredericksburg and the Davenport Wolves. The next pitch, this one inside for a ball. The count runs full. The Wolves' first base, Kennedy Mellon. Kennedy steps in. Here's the next offering. This one got the outside corner for a strike. And that'll retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We played 2. Our score, Fredericksburg nothing, Davenport nothing. More Davenport softball on the way here on the Wolves Network.
What's your Wi-Fi score? With the GVTC Wi-Fi Score Quiz, you can determine the Wi-Fi speed to suit your needs. The techno-dexterous? Stay connected in every way. Take our quick Wi-Fi score quiz today at gvtc.com/Wi-Fi score and make sure your connection is up to speed.
Davenport High School. You see, we head to the top of the third inning scoreless. Davenport pitcher Jordan Stussy will face the 8-9 and back to the top of the batting order for Fredericksburg this half inning. Avery Holland, the pitcher, due to lead off. Cameron Robinson, the left fielder, bats second, and shortstop Olivia Findley will hit third this half inning. Here's Avery Holland. Holland, left-handed batter. We're talking a little bit about her prowess on the mound thus far this season. Not only did she throw a no-hitter to defeat Floresville last Friday night, also pitched a shutout. She takes the first one for a strike. Against Lockhart, shut out Lockhart back on March the 6th, and shut out Sinton back on Saturday, February 27th. So thus far, I guess you'd call it a successful outing for Holland as she flies to left field. Left fielder misjudged that one. And Holland will be standing up on second base. So mishandled fly that time by Zarzabal. Some words of encouragement, though. Got to tip your hat to Alana Castro, who told her, hey, just don't worry about it. That play's gone. Let's shake it off and get back in this one. This one gets away from the catcher. And Holland advances to third. Cameron Robinson, the left fielder, steps into bat, or is into bat, with a count of 1-0 thus far. Runner on second with nobody out. Stussy's pitch, this one high for a ball. And the count runs to 2-0. Next pitch is inside the Battlin Billies left fielder. No correction, grab that inside corner. It's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike right now to Robinson. Here's the next pitch. This one low for a ball. And Robinson now out ahead, 3 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch, this one, inside corner once again for a strike. Count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch, this one fouled off down the third base side. Robinson stays alive at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Last Friday night's game against Floresville, Robinson with a hit and an RBI, scored twice. This one fouled off third base side once again. Robinson stays alive at 2-2. Next pitch, this one Fouled off third base side. So Robinson battling the sophomore Stussy. Staying alive with a 3-2 count. Runner at third in Holland. Nobody out here in the top of the third inning. Here's the pitch. That one low. And Robinson's on with a base on balls. So Fredericksburg has set up shop now with a runner at first and third. Nobody out. In the top of the batting order, Olivia Findley comes to the plate. Findley, the shortstop, grounded out to second, and Pellick back in the top of the first. Stussy's pitch, this one, lined into center for a base hit. 1 run will score. And Fredericksburg now on the board, 1-0. The catcher, Ashley Dressen, sets in. Runners at first and second. Still nobody out. First pitch low for Stussy for a ball. Dressen flew out to the shortstop Altmaier in the top of the first inning. Next pitch, this one inside for a ball. And the count now 2-0. Dressen 3 hits in last Friday night's game against Floresville. That big 9-0 win for Fredericksburg. It's pitched low for a ball. And Dressen out ahead, 3 balls and no strike. Three hits, she scored twice Friday night. Throw over to first, runner back. Now Robinson breaks for third. It is in. Three balls and 1 strike to count. Runners on the corners. Nobody out. Castro instructs the defense. Here's the next pitch. This one lined to the shortstop, just off the top of the glove of Altmaier. That'll be a base hit. Robinson comes around to score. And score now 2-0 Fredericksburg. Castro out to the mound to have a word with her pitcher. As the shortstop Altmaier comes in as well. That'll bring to the plate Emma Robledo. Back in the first, Emma struck out swinging. Emma Robledo, 4 at-bats, got a hit on Friday night in the 9-0 win against Floresville. Here's the set. Here's the pitch. Now one outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0. To Robledo. Findley at second. Dressen at first. The next pitch, this one swung on, grounded to the pitcher. Stussy on to Mellon for first out of the half inning. Finley advances to third, and Dressen will advance to second. One down, and that brings to the plate Ashlyn Weinheimer. Fredericksburg third base. Ashlyn grounded out to the shortstop back in the top of the second inning to get things started. Here's Stussey's pitch. This one swung on, fouled back for a strike. And the count is 0-1. Ashlyn herself, a pair of hits, a pair of RBIs. Last Friday night's win against Floresville. Stussey set, here's her pitch. That low for a ball, the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike now. 1 out, top of the third, 2 runs across for Fredericksburg. They lead 2-0. Stussey set, here's her pitch. That low and inside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Next offering inside. Is Ashlyn Weinheimer now out ahead of Jordan Stussey. 3 balls and 1 strike. Lana Castro back out to the mound to have a word with her pitcher. Matter of fact, we were talking about Robledo's numbers in last Friday's contest against Floresville. She got a hit in the game earlier that day, a 6-1 win, Fredericksburg defeating the Hondo Owls. Emma got a hit, scored a run, got an RBI. She pops that one off to the third base side. Just out of play for Graceland Phelps. The count now runs full on Ashlyn Weinheimer. Ashlyn with a pair of hits, pair of runs, an RBI in the 6-1 Fredericksburg win over Hondo this past Friday. This one swung on, grounded to third base. Phelps looked to throw, but decided otherwise. Base is now loaded. 1 out. And that brings to the plate first base Ella Weinheimer. Ella steps in, got a single. She's 1 for 1 thus far in the afternoon. Single last half inning. Here's Stussey's pitch. This one driven into center field, over the center fielder's head. 1 run will score. Here comes a second run around to score. And 3 runs will cross the plate for Fredericksburg this half inning. As Ella Weinheimer stands on second base with a stand-up double. And Fredericksburg now out in front, 5-0. Right fielder Carly Reyes now comes to bat for the Battlin Billies. Reyes flew out to Caroline Sherwood in center last half inning. This one over for a strike as Reyes was swinging. 0-1. So Ella Weinheimer at second. She's gone 2 for 2 on the day. Next pitch, this one bit high for a ball. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Here's the next pitch. This one swung on. Fouled off down first base side. Handled by Melton for the second out. Or Mellon, rather, for the second out. So fly out to first. There's 2 down. And the batter is Amari St. Pierre. Here's the pitch. That one over for a strike. Amari flew out to the shortstop, Altmaier, last half inning. As she steps in, here's the pitch. This one low for a ball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch, grounded. Third base. We'll be able to handle things in time. And that'll put St. Pierre on at first with 2 outs. Phelps had trouble handling that one. And Fredericksburg has batted around as now the pitcher Avery Holland steps back in. She got things started at the beginning of this half inning with a double. Pitch outside to Holland for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch outside for a ball. 2-0 the count. So St. Pierre at first, Ella Weinheimer at second, and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, center field. This one off the glove of the center fielder. 1 run will come around to score. So Holland a double and a single this half inning, and an RBI. As Fredericksburg now leads 6-0, and stepping in is Cameron Robinson. Robinson reached earlier this half inning on a base on balls. She'd come around to score. As she flies this out to left field, it'll be foul for a strike. Count is 0-1 to Cameron Robinson. St. Pierre at third, Holland at first with 2 outs. This one low, and Holland will take second base. So runners in scoring position with 2 down. Here's the pitch. This a fly ball to the shortstop. Altmaier has it, and that'll retire the side. So 6 runs that half inning has the Fredericksburg Battlin Billies on top of Davenport. 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. More Davenport softball on the way here on the Wolves Network.
What's your Wi-Fi score? With the GVTC Wi-Fi Score Quiz, you can determine the Wi-Fi speed to suit your needs. Maybe you're a power user with a modern home office and all the latest tech. Take our quick Wi-Fi score quiz today at gvtc.com/Wi-Fi score and make sure your connection is up to speed.
So back with you now at Davenport High School as the Wolves come to bat here in the bottom of the third inning. Have their work cut out for them as in the top of the third, Fredericksburg put up 6 runs. Davenport will send to the plate center fielder Caroline Sherwood. Then the top of the order in Becca Zarzabal and Alana Castro. Gorgeous day for baseball, or softball rather, is have a nice crowd here, as we mentioned, from Fredericksburg. Also, the Wolves faithful are in attendance this afternoon. So many members of the Davenport baseball team here to offer their support. Caroline Sherwood steps in. First pitch. Fouled back for a strike, 0-1 the count. Sherwood comes in with an RBI thus far on the season. Scored 3 times. Here's the next pitch. This one high. Count evens at 1-1 strike. This one, Holland puts across for a strike. And the count now 1-2. So just underway here in the top of the third. Here's Holland's next offering. This one. Grabs the corner for a strike. Sherwood gets caught looking. There's one down. That'll bring up the top of the order, Becca Zarzabal. Zarzabal led the game off, striking out in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch swung on and missed for a strike. So far this afternoon, 5 strikeouts for Avery Holland. She works in the bottom of the third inning. This pitch, outside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Zarzabal comes in batting .471. Next pitch, fouled off and back as she stays alive at 0-2. Four walks on the year to Zarzabal. She struck out 3 times. Three RBIs thus far this season. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first over the first baseman's head. Zarzabal will be on at first. So as the ball got away from catcher Dressen, she overthrew the throw to Ella Weinheimer. Ball went into right. And Zarzabal is on at first base with 1 out. Third base runner on the day for Davenport thus far. And stepping in now is Alana Castro. Catcher singled in the bottom of the first inning. Pitch. Just across for a strike. The count is 0-1. Here's Holland's next pitch. This one outside is Dressen thinks about throwing to first to get the runner back. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. We're playing in the bottom of the 3rd inning, 1 out. Davenport has a runner at first base in Becca Zarzabal. Holland's next offering outside. 2-1 now the count to Alana Castro. Here's the pitch. This one grounded right up the middle for a base hit. And the Wolves have something cooking here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So Alana Castro 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of singles. And that brings the pitcher Jordan Stussy to the plate. Is Holland's pitch. This one over for a strike. It's 0-1. Stussy struck out. Back in the bottom of the 1st inning. Oh for 1 thus far for the Wolves pitcher. Here's the next pitch. This one fouled off for a strike. And the count now 0-2. Zarzabal on second. Castro on first. Holland's next pitch. This one fouled off. As a matter of fact, kissed off the face mask of the catcher as well. 0-2 the count. Holland gets ready. Here's her next pitch. That one outside for a ball. Count is 1-2 now on the Davenport pitcher. Holland's next offering fouled off once again. Stussy stays alive at 1-2. Mentioning 11 hits on the year thus far. It's not only a solid job on the mound, but a good job offensively for Davenport as she fouls this off. Count remains at 1-2. Six singles, 5 doubles. And they've got a runner picked off of first. So that time was a strikeout throw out there as they got Castro off first, and that'll retire the side. So no runs on a hit and 1 runner left on base. Our score, Fredericksburg 6, Davenport nothing as we head to the 4th here on the Wolves Network.
What's your Wi-Fi score? With the GVTC Wi-Fi Score Quiz, you can determine the Wi-Fi speed to suit your needs. Our cyber pros know how to set the mood before streaming their favorite TV show. Take our quick Wi-Fi score quiz today at gvtc.com/Wi-Fi score and make sure your connection is up to speed.
Back to Davenport High School as we head to the top of the fourth inning. Big 6-run third inning for Fredericksburg has us at the point we are in this afternoon's contest. 6-0. Fredericksburg with the lead over Davenport. Sarah Fuller, the head coach of the Davenport Wolves, to rally the troops here, get back into this one this afternoon. So this half inning, Fredericksburg should send to the plate Olivia Findley, Dressen, the catcher, and second base Emma Robledo. That is the case, as Findley will lead off here to start the top of the fourth. Findley, left-handed batter, grounded out to the second baseman and got a single back in the top of the third inning. She's 1 for 2 on the day. She steps in for her third at bat. Wind up the pitch, just outside for a ball. Count is now 1-0 to the Fredericksburg batter. Stussy heads into her fourth inning of work. Next pitch is outside for a ball. And the count 2-0. It's the 19th batter of the day that Stussy is facing, and she misses low for a ball. The count now 3-0. This one swung on, popped up right to the shortstop, Peyton Altmaier. She makes the catch, and there's one down. So a pop out to Altmaier gets things started here in the top of the fourth inning. There's one down, and stepping in is catcher Ashley Dressen. Stussy's pitch, this one. Grounder over to Altmaier, who picks the ball up onto Mellon for the second out of the half inning. So Dressen grounds out 6-3. And second baseman Emma Robledo will step in. Stussy's pitch is low for a ball. 1-0 the count to Robledo. She was Stussy's lone strikeout victim. That coming back in the top of the first inning. Robledo also grounded out to Stussy back in the third. Pitch away for a ball, 2-0 the count to the Fredericksburg second baseman. Robledo steps in, here's the pitch. That one, line shot off the pitcher's glove. Altmaier tries to make a play out of it. Just out of reach of the first baseman, Mellon. And Robledo will be on at first. So Fredericksburg has a runner on now with two down in the top of the fourth inning. And stepping in is Ashlyn Weinheimer. Ashlyn, a right-handed batter. Grounded out to the shortstop, Altmaier back in the second inning. There's a fly ball handled by Zarzabal. That'll retire the side. So no runs on a hit and one runner left on base. We played 3.5. Our score, Fredericksburg 6, Davenport nothing. Back with more Davenport softball in a moment here on the Wolves Network.
What's your Wi-Fi score? With the GVTC Wi-Fi score quiz, you can determine the Wi-Fi speed to suit your needs. Maybe you're a power user with a modern home office and all the latest tech. Take our quick Wi-Fi score quiz today at gvtc.com/Wi-Fi score and make sure your connection is up to speed.
Back with you now at Davenport High School. Fredericksburg out to a 6-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Take a look at the Wolves' wins this season. Came against the Marion Bulldogs back on the 9th of March, a big 16-6 win. Beat Austin McCallum 15-7 on the 5th. Then on the 26th of February, defeated the Kennedy Rockets 6-5, and earlier this season, we should say, on the 9th of February, another win against Kennedy 9-6, resulting in the Davenport wins thus far this season. Something to build on for the remainder of this season and beyond. Of course, as we talked about, still a very young squad here. For Coach Fuller was something to build on for the future. Coming to the plate this half inning for Davenport, Peyton Altmeyer, Gracelyn Phelps, Kenna Prince will be at the plate here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Altmeyer steps in. Here's the pitch. This one. Line to the wall, base hit. Altmeyer on second with a stand-up double. And the Wolves getting something started here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Brings to the plate Gracelyn Phelps, third baseman. Phelps grounded out to the first baseman back in the first inning. Swung on and missed for a strike. Altmeyer standing on second with a double. This one swung on, fouled off for a strike. It's 0-2 the count to Phelps. Altmeyer, as we were mentioning, her second hit of the day. She's 2 for 2. She got a single back in the first inning, bottom of the first, for the Wolves' second hit of the day. Now 4 hits given up by Avery Holland this afternoon. Here's the next pitch. This one swung on and fouled off. As Phelps will stay alive. Count is 0-2. Phelps steps in. Here's Holland's pitch. This one grounded foul, first base side. And the batter still working to stay alive as the count remains 0-2. She steps in. Here's Avery Holland's pitch. That one got the outside corner for a strike. And there's one down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Kenna Prince steps in. Kenna struck out in the second inning. Here's a pitch, swung on and missed for a strike. Count 0-1 to the Wolves' right fielder. Stepping in, here's Holland's next pitch. Prince gets just a piece of that. Run the count to 0-2. One down, runner on second base, and Peyton Altmeyer. As we play in the bottom of the fourth. This one grounded back to Holland as she tries to pick it up and get it over to first base. Altmeyer thought about scoring, but decided to head back to third. She's in safe. Now the Wolves have runners on the corners with one out. And Morgan Pellick stepping in. Pellick struck out in the second inning. She stands in to face Holland. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off for a strike. It's 0-1. Pellick, a .200 batting average coming into play today. Great opportunity for the Wolves. Here's the pitch. The umpire saying that one got the outside corner for a strike, so the count runs to 0-2 on the Wolves' second baseman. Here's the set. Holland's offering outside for a ball. Prince thought about going and nothing doing there as Tresson was standing by on the ready to throw down to second. Count now 1-2 to the batter, Morgan Pellick. The set, the pitch, grounder. Back to the pitcher, tries to go to second to get a run. One run will score. Ball mishandled by the second baseman. The Wolves have their first run of the game. So Prince now on at third, Pellick on at first, still one out. That brings Kennedy Mellon to the plate. That goose egg off the board for Davenport as our score is now 6-1. Here's the pitch. This one fouled off by Mellon for a strike. Kennedy struck out looking back in the second inning. One down, runners on the corners. As we play here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Set in the pitch. That one high, and Pellick will take second base. So two runners in scoring position with one out. Here's the next pitch, swung on and missed. For a strike, count evens now to ball and a strike for the Wolves' first baseman. by Holland. That one across for a strike. And for the second time this afternoon, Mellon will go down on strikes looking. Pinch hitter now coming to the plate for Davenport. First pitch is over for a strike to Dalen Thornton. Thornton's first plate appearance of the day. Here's the next pitch, swung on, fouled off for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Thornton, a 280 batting average as she gets a piece of this one. Fielded by Holland on to the second baseman covering first, and that'll retire the side. So we got 1 run on 3 hits. No errors, 2 runners left on base. We head to the 5th. Our score now, Fredericksburg 6, Davenport 1. More Davenport softball on the way here on the Wolves Network.
What's your Wi-Fi score? With the GVTC Wi-Fi Score Quiz, you can determine the Wi-Fi speed to suit your needs. Maybe you're a typic user who only has a few connected devices around the house. Take our quick Wi-Fi score quiz today at gvtc.com/Wi-Fi score and make sure your connection is up to speed.
Well, spring has sprung. It's a beautiful sight here on the campus of Davenport High School. Sunshine. Perfect day for softball. As we head to the top of the 5th inning with Fredericksburg out in front, 6-1. Fredericksburg will send to the plate Ella Weinheimer, Carly Reyes, and Amari St. Pierre this half inning. Looks like Dalen Thornton will remain in the game and play center field. As Ella Weinheimer steps in. Here's the first pitch. This one swung on. Fouled off directly in back of us for a strike. Count is 0-1. Ella Weinheimer 2 for 2 on the afternoon thus far with a single back in the second. Had a double in the third, scored a run. Next pitch, swung on. This one popped up. And Altmeyer, calling players off, will handle it for the first out. So Ella Weinheimer flies out to the shortstop. That'll bring Carly Reyes to the plate. The offering of the pitch, swung on, fouled off third base side for a strike. Be out of play. Count 0-1 now to Carly Reyes. As the referee, or correction, the umpire asked for a new ball. Get my sports straight here momentarily. Reyes steps in. 0 for 2 thus far on the afternoon. Pitch inside for a ball. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Reyes flew out to center back in the second inning. Flew out to the first baseman, Mellon, back in the third. Pitch low and inside for a ball to Carly Reyes. She steps in. Stussey's next pitch outside. And Ray is now out ahead of Stussey, 3 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch swung on, grounder, shortstop. Altmaier on to first for the out. Got to tip the old Davenport cap to Peyton Altmaier and the job she's done defensively at shortstop this afternoon. Not to mention a good job at the bat. That big double at the bottom of the last inning. Scored the lone Wolves run thus far of the afternoon. Brings the plate Amari St. Pierre. Wind up the pitch, grounder. Guess who? Altmaier once again on to first. That'll retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Played 4.5. Our score: Fredericksburg 6, Davenport 1. Back with more Davenport softball here in a moment on the Wolves Network.
What's your Wi-Fi score? With the GVTC Wi-Fi Score Quiz, you can determine the Wi-Fi speed to suit your needs. The tech aces? Well, they're on another level. Take our quick Wi-Fi score quiz today at gvtc.com/Wi-Fi score and make sure your connection is up to speed.
Back to Davenport High School as we check out the Wolves faithful in the stands. No better place to be. It's like I always say, you know, the worst day at a ballpark beats the best day in the office. I'm going to make sure they put that on my epitaph there. My days are over. 6-1 now. Fredericksburg on top of Davenport. Wolves will send to the plate this half inning. Becca Zarzabal, Alana Castro, and Jordan Stussey here in the bottom of the 5th. Throw down to second. I believe we've got a new catcher in the game for Fredericksburg. We'll check that out here momentarily. A new player in the game for Fredericksburg, rather. Get that information for you here in just a bit. Right now, stepping in is Becca Zarzabal. 0 for 2 thus far on the afternoon. And actually into pitch is Ella Weinheimer. So she moves over from first. Weinheimer's first pitch, over for a strike. Carly Reyes now on playing first base. Get these changes defensively for you in just a moment. Here's pop up that time by Zarzabal to the shortstop, Olivia Finley, for 1 down. So 1 gone here in the bottom of the 5th inning, bringing to the plate Alana Castro. Castro 2 for 2 on the day, pair of singles. She takes this one low for a strike. So I'm sure with Reyes moving over from right to first, we have a new player in right field. We'll check that out for you here as soon as we can get eyes on that. Here's a swing. Ball fouled off for a strike. It's 0-2. Now the count to Alana Castro. So Ella Weinheimer, her first half inning of work. been big with the bat today for Fredericksburg. Outside for a ball, count 2-1 now on the Davenport catcher. Ella Weinheimer 2 for 3 on the day with a single and a double. She scored a run. And now on the mound for the late innings. Here's the next offering. This one swung on and missed for a strike. Count evens now at 2. As we innate the next Ella Weinheimer offering. This one outside for a ball. Full count on the batter, Alana Castro. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. This one inside, and Alana will walk. So either by a hit or this time by a base on balls, Alana Castro has reached base every time she's been at the plate thus far this afternoon. And now the pitcher, Jordan Stussy, comes up to the plate. A runner on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. This one low for a ball. Stussy 0 for 2 on the afternoon. She's struck out back in the 1st and also in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. That one over for a strike, and the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. It's Ella Weinheimer's pitch. That one over for a strike. And the count is now 1-2. So Castro on at first. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Ella Weinheimer's next offering just outside. Count will even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the set. Ella Weinheimer's pitch. This one grounded foul, 3rd base side. Stussy stays alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Weinheimer. Set. Here's the pitch. That one grounded first base side. Mishandled by Reyes. And Stussy is on. The single there at first. So Carly Reyes apparently some trouble with the grounder there. Couldn't pull it down. The Wolves have something going here with a runner on 2nd and 1st with 1 out. And that'll bring to the plate Peyton Altmeyer.
Hey, 14, Kersey, pitcher.
So I believe they'll be sending in a courtesy runner at first base for Davenport.
Come on, courtesy runner. Whoa.
And that will be the case. Now coming up to bat, as we mentioned, Altmeyer, Peyton Altmeyer. 2 for 2 on the afternoon with a single and a double. She scored a run. Altmeyer rips one to center field. That one hauled in by St. Pierre for the 2nd out of the inning. And that'll bring Graceland Phelps to the plate. So Phelps steps in, 0 for 2 on the afternoon. She grounded out to the first baseman, struck out looking back in the 4th inning. Takes the first pitch high for a ball as it's 1-0. Maddie Poole, actually the courtesy runner at first base for Davenport. This one low for a strike, or rather grab the outside corner for a strike. More accurately put, it's 1-1 now to the batter, Graceland Phelps. So Poole at first, Castro at second. Swung on and missed for strike 2. One and two, 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th inning. This one swung on, fouled off first base side. Phelps will stay alive at 1-2. We got where we are with a big 3rd inning from Fredericksburg. They scored 6 in the top of the 1st. Davenport would answer with a run of their own in the bottom of the 4th. This one grounded foul, third base side. And Phelps stays alive. Phelps steps in, facing Ella Weinheimer. Here's the pitch. This one grounded off first base side. Certainly not meaning to look ahead as this game's still far from over, but it's coming Friday, Davenport on the road at Bernie. Take on the Lady Greyhounds of Bernie. Pitch inside for a ball. Count evens at 2 to the batter, Graceland Phelps. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Ground ball, second base. Robledo on to Reyes, and that'll retire the side. So no runs on a hit. There's 2 runners left on base. We played 5. Our score, Fredericksburg 6, Davenport 1. Back with more Davenport softball in a moment here on the Wolves Network.
What's your Wi-Fi score? With the GVTC Wi-Fi Score Quiz, you can determine the Wi-Fi speed to suit your needs. The techno-dexterous? Stay connected in every way. Take our quick Wi-Fi score quiz today at gvtc.com/Wi-Fi score and make sure your connection is up to speed.
Back with you now to Davenport High School. And look at this. Oh, you bet some future ball players out here on the field. Getting in shape, enjoying the surroundings. I can't blame them one bit. We head to the top of the 6th inning. Our contest this afternoon, Fredericksburg on top 6-1. See who comes to Matt in the bottom of the, in the top of the 6th here. The pitcher's slot is scheduled to lead off. Left fielder Cameron Robinson will bat second in the order, and Olivia Finley at shortstop will bat third in this half inning. that is the case. Avery Holland, the pitcher, steps in, or Avery Holland steps in, not pitching, not the pitcher of record anymore. Oh, yeah, she will be the pitcher of record. Let me correct myself there, but she's just not currently pitching as Ella Weinheimer has taken over for her in the last half inning. Here's the first pitch to Holland. That one outside, or correction, over the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 the count. Holland 2 for 2 on the afternoon, a double and a single. That pitch outside for a ball. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a grounder. The second base. Ball mishandled that time by second base Pellick. And Holland will reach base for the 3rd time this afternoon. So runner on first for Fredericksburg, nobody out. Cameron Robinson, the batter. Left fielder steps in. First Stussy pitch is outside for a ball. Count now 1-0. Cameron 0 for 1 on the afternoon. She flew out to the shortstop back in the 4th inning, reached on a base on balls back in the 3rd. Swung on, fouled off. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Don't get nervous, Coach.
Robinson steps in, runner on first. Here's Stussy's offering, lays the bunt down. That'll go foul. Count now 1-2 on the Battlin Billy left fielder. Holland at first. This one swung on, fouled off. Robinson stays alive with that 1-2 count. So Holland on at first, nobody out here in the top of the 6th. And Olivia Findlay waits on deck. This one fouled off third base side once again. So Robinson steps back into a 1-2 count. Here's Stussy's pitch. This one low, ball gets away from the catcher. Holland will advance to second. So now runner in scoring position with the 2-2 count. Nobody out. This one, fly ball, left field. It falls just foul. Zarzabal track that. 210 to the corners. 210, or correction, 210 to straightaway center. 200 to the corners here at Davenport High School. Here's the pitch. This one, grounder to short. On to first for 1. It ends up played by Mellon trying to get the ball to Phelps and get Holland at third, but nothing doing there as there's 1 out. Holland now at third base. Another defensive gem put on that time by Altmaier. And Olivia Findlay comes to the plate. Finley's third plate appearance this afternoon. 1 for 3. It's pitched low for ball. It's 1-0. Singled in the third. Was thrown out second to first back in the first inning and flew out to Peyton Altmeyer in the fourth. Swung on. This one hit to right field. That's a base hit. Holland will come around to score. Finley stands on second base. And our score now 7-1. So Prince having trouble coming over to field that one. Allows for the base, or allows for the hit and for Holland to score. Here's another fly ball. Shallow right. And Dressen now on with a hit there, having her on first base. Runners on the corners. 1 out. And that brings Emma Robledo to the plate. So Dressen single to shallow right. The Finley double has our runners, well, now at second and third as Dressen is taken second. Runners in scoring position with 1 out. Robledo stands in. Here's a grounder. Right past second base. 1 run will score. Here's the second run. And Robledo's on at first. So 3 runs this half inning. And that brings to the plate Ashlyn Weinheimer. Weinheimer takes the first pitch across for a strike. 9-1 now our score. 3 runs this half inning for Fredericksburg. And Ashlyn drives this into left field for a base hit. Robledo coming around third. She'll be given the green light. And Robledo scores on the Ashlyn Weinheimer double. And our score now 10-1. Here's Fredericksburg pitcher Ella Weinheimer. Ella 2 for 3 on the afternoon with a single and double. She scored a run. This one low and away from the catcher. That'll advance Ashlyn Weinheimer on to third base. Still only 1 out. Next pitch grounded into center field for a base hit. Ashlyn Weinheimer will score. Ella Weinheimer on at first. Our score now 11-1. Had a courtesy runner on at first base, Fredericksburg. That's Brooklyn Grove will be courtesy running for the Battlin Billies. First base, Carly Reyes steps in. First pitch taken for a ball. Carly 0 for 3 on the afternoon. She rips this one to third base. On to first, over the first baseman's head. Reyes will be safe on to second. And now Grove will come across third and score. Troubles defensively that time for Davenport. Reyes now at second base. And Amari St. Pierre, the center fielder, steps in. 12-1 our score now. First pitch, this one popped up. Miscommunication there between the second baseman and first baseman as the ball drops in. Puts Reyes on third. We'll check what this call is. St. Pierre apparently, back over talking with her coach, still holding a bat. I believe we'll get this cleared up as soon as humanly possible. Bit of discussion now as the umpire and team come away from the mound. Well, apparently the at-bat will continue for St. Pierre as Reyes makes her way back to second. So here's Stussey's pitch. This one low. For a ball. And St. Pierre steps back in. Shows bunt, lays the bunt down. On to first, no, and this time Reyes will come around to score. St. Pierre now on at second base with our score 13-1. Avery Holland bat for the second time in this half inning. She singled and scored a run to get action started here in the top of the sixth. She takes this one over for a strike, count as 0-1. Next pitch outside for a ball. Count moves to 1-1. So St. Pierre now on at second, as 7 runs have come across for Fredericksburg this half inning. That one high for a ball. 2-1 now the count to Avery Holland. Next pitch, low and away, 3-1. Holland steps back in. Here's Stussey's pitch. That one across for a strike, and it's a full count. The wind up the pitch, this one driven into right field for a base hit. Coming across to score is St. Pierre. Holland with her second single of the half inning. The score now 14-1. And that'll bring Cameron Robinson to the plate. Cameron grounded out to Peyton Altmeyer in her last at bat this half inning. This pitch gets away from the catcher. Moving to second will be Holland. Robinson steps in, pitch. This one popped foul, third base side. Just out of play. Count even now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Stussey's pitch, this one swung on, fouled off third base side. Count now 1-2. Robinson this afternoon 0 for 2. She did reach on a base on balls back in the 3rd inning and scored. Here's Stussey's pitch. This one swung on and fouled off for a strike. Robinson stays alive with a 1-2 count. The set, Stussey's pitch. This one swung on, fly ball. Giving chase was the left fielder. Cameron Robinson on now with her first hit of the afternoon. Runners on the corners for Fredericksburg once again with only 1 out. Here's Olivia Finley, who doubled her last time at bat this half inning. This the 12th batter this half inning that Stussey is facing. Pitch this one high and away. Coming across to score will be Holland. Robinson advances to second. 15-1 our score now here in the top of the 6th. Stussey's pitch. This one grounded to third base. It's Phelps on the melon. And they're 2 away. So that brings to the plate catcher Ashley Dressen. Dressen singled her last time at bat this half inning, scored a run. Swung on, this fly ball to left field. Zarzabal gives chase. Can't handle it, it's a fair ball. Another run will come across to score. And Dressen now standing on third base. Our score now 16-1 as Castro heads out to the pitcher circle there to have a word with Jordan Stussey. 13 batters faced this half inning for Stussey. $11 hits thus far. 10 runs have scored. Here's Emma Robledo. Emma with a single her last time at bat. She scored a run earlier. 2 singles on the afternoon for Robledo. Pitch, that one over for a strike. Count is 0-1. Stussey's next pitch, that one outside for a ball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike as we got Ashley Dressen. Runner at third now with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. The umpire says yes, that one was over for a strike. 1-2 the count. Robledo steps in, takes this one high. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Davenport will send Phelps, Prince, and Pellick to the plate when they come to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. That pitch just out of the zone. Count 3-2 now on the batter, Emma Robledo. She steps in, payoff pitch coming. Swung on, grounder to second. Pellick on to Mellon, and the side is retired. So 10 runs, 11 hits that half inning. 1 runner left. Our score after 5.5 is Fredericksburg 16, Davenport 1. More Davenport softball on the way here on the Wolves Network.
What's your Wi-Fi score? With the GVTC Wi-Fi Score Quiz, you can determine the Wi-Fi speed to suit your needs. Maybe you're a power user with a modern home office and all the latest tech. Take our quick Wi-Fi score quiz today at gvtc.com/Wi-Fi score and make sure your connection is up to speed.
Weinheimer on the mound for Fredericksburg to see her 2nd half inning of work. Battlin Billies 10 runs in the top of the 6th inning. Looks like some changes may be coming defensively for Fredericksburg. Anamel Sanchez now in at third base. Finley remains in at short. Robledo now moves over to second base. For correction, Robledo at second. It's Carly Reyes at first. Cameron Robinson still handling the catching duties. As stepping in for Davenport here in the bottom of the 6th inning, third baseman Gracelyn Phelps. We'll get that checked out here momentarily. Looks like Davenport has a pinch hitter come in. Weinheimer's first pitch. Swung on. That is Prince actually leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. Next pitch, swung on and missed for a strike. So it will be Prince, Pellick, and Mellon here in the bottom of the 6th inning for Davenport. Count 0-2 now. McKenna Prince struck out and she reached on a single. There, her 2nd strikeout of the afternoon. Now stepping in is second baseman Morgan Pellick. The Weinheimer set. Here's her pitch. Low for a ball. It's 1-0. Pellick struck out and reached on a single. back in the fourth inning, that same bottom of the fourth that produced the lone Davenport run this afternoon. Pitch, that one over for a strike. Count evens at 1-1. Pitch swung on, this over the second baseman's head. Rolling to right field for a base hit. So Pelican with their second single of the afternoon. That brings Kennedy Mellon to the plate. Kennedy 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Strikeout victim looking twice. And that little Weinheimer offering over for a strike. 0-1 the count. Next pitch, this one low for a ball. 1-1. The count to Kennedy Mellon. Next pitch over, swung on and missed for a strike. The count is now 1-2 on the Davenport first baseman. Next pitch. Umpire says that just out of the zone, and the count is even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 7 hits thus far this afternoon for Davenport. Next pitch, this one swung on and missed. And Mellon has gone on strikes. So Dalen Thornton comes to the plate. Dalen grounded out to the pitcher. Back in the fourth. Swings on this one. It's fouled away for a strike, 0-1. Thornton steps in. Weinheimer swung on. Little roller to short onto the first base to retire the side. And that'll do it this afternoon from Davenport High School. As our final score is Fredericksburg 16, Davenport 1. We thank you so much for joining us. Till next time, so long, everybody.